So much, Commissioner Brenby. It is a distinct privilege for us to have you here and to benefit from your wisdom and your foresight. The program is going to divert it to a different direction right now because we're going to be presenting a very special advocacy award to a young lady by the name of Rachel Kane. And I'm hoping that Rachel will come up and join me at the podium. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Rachel as I present this award. And the story that I want to tell is one of the power of telling your own story and involving yourself, no matter what your age, in making the world a better place. We are never too young or too old to do that. In addition to her advocacy work, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute, Rachel, at the age of 11, I hope you don't mind my sharing your age. She said that's fine, is an accomplished cartoonist, a pianist, a dancer, an actress, a wonderful student, a soccer player, and an all-around American girl. She lives in Ledyard. She is in the 7th grade at the Integrated Day Charter School, and through hard work and a passion for learning has consistently achieved exceptionally high academic standards. Here's another aspect of Rachel. Rachel has a significant hearing loss that was diagnosed at her newborn hearing screenings. And that is why when Rachel read in the paper that there was a significant, an appallingly significant achievement gap between children who hear and children who are not able to hear. Children who are unable to hear, 70 to 80% of those children fail to reach the goals of the Connecticut Mastery Test as compared to 35 to 50% of their counterparts. So when Rachel heard that the Connecticut State Legislature, that was a poor use of the word heard, when Rachel read that the Connecticut State Legislature was going to consider a bill that was going to be a deaf child Bill of Rights, Rachel decided that it was time for her to act. I was at the Legislative Office Building the day that this young lady stood up before the Education Committee of the Connecticut State Legislature at the age of 11. Now confess, folks, how many of you have never done that in your whole life? In order to speak in support of Bill 5357, which was this act concerning a deaf child's Bill of Rights. And the way that she did this was she told her own story. She talked about how her family and her school system and the professionals with whom she worked had to try to piece together the understanding of how to develop an appropriate education plan for Rachel, because all the different pieces of the system were new to trying to do this. Nobody had ever done that before. And so Rachel was able to communicate to that legislative committee from her own heart what it was like to be a young person with a hearing impairment in a Connecticut school where these challenges existed for her in a way that they didn't exist for children who were able to hear. She educated those legislators about her FM system, which she's going to educate all of us about as well. The bill that she testified in support of was put into another bill, integrated into another bill, and passed both houses of the Connecticut State Legislature. Now, I don't have to tell anybody in this room what a difficult legislative session we had last year, not only fiscally, but also because it was a short session. I am convinced that one tiny voice made the difference in this bill passing. And I can think of no finer honor for CCCI to present Rachel Kane with our Youth Advocacy Award. Rachel said, "Can I open it?" It's a little globe, and it says, "Rachel Kane, you will make a world of difference."
Thank you. Good evening. I am honored to accept this award and thank you. I am honored to accept this award and would like to thank Molly Lee Gavin and the Connecticut Community Care Incorporated for acknowledging me in this way. It is truly awesome to be recognized as the first child to receive this award. I hope to inspire more children advocates to speak up about causes that they feel strongly about, so that they too might win this award someday. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my godmother, Diane Stone, for bringing the Capitol hearing to my attention so that I could testify on behalf of those who couldn't. I would also like to thank Kimberly Shockley, Akira Clark, and Sherry Ostrout for their support and for being here with me tonight. Unlike the testimony that I wrote myself to get a Bill of Rights law passed for deaf and hard of hearing impaired children, this speech was written by my beautiful, super intelligent, best parent in the world, mother. Thank you, good night.